In the earlier episodes, I described many events starting from the birth of AI resources in May 2001, approval of CASNAS from Ministry of Finance in July 2001, birth of Gyanvani channel by signing MOU with Indira Gandhi National Open University in August 2001, MOU with BRPL, the Police Department of Ministry of Home Affairs, for, in the terms of Times of India, do not dial 100 but dial FM radio station in November 2001. In this fourth episode, I am describing about a very significant agreement signed between AIR Resources and all the private broadcasters in December 2001. I'll be using the agreement in place of MOU here because I want to clarify that MOUs are signed between two government departments while agreements are signed between a government department, private party, or both the private parties, which is more business-like and has stricter enforceability. After independence, powers to broadcast was vested with the Union of India under central government. This means the broadcasting could be done in India only by central government. And AIR and Doordarshan were the two departments of government which were competent to broadcast. The legendary Indian Telegraph Act was enforceable. In 2001, the government liberalized and allowed the private broadcasters to set up their own private FM radio stations. The frequencies were put for auction in the year 2000 and they were given spectrums in the year 2001, which is known as FM phase 1 of the country. Out of the 108 licenses issued, only 22 became operational and it was not as successful as it was thought, but it opened great vistas for further auction of the spectrums to the private parties, and it continued as FM phase 2 in the year 2005 and FM phase 3 in the year 2015, which is still inconclusive. It provided great opportunity for Ministry of I&B, Government of India to earn revenue by way of auctioning the frequencies. Area Resources also found it a great opportunity because it was made mandatory to locate all the transmission infrastructure together for certain technical requirements. That meant in a city, all the private broadcasters would have to locate their transmitters at one place. AI and Doordarshan was the only organization which was having towers and space which could be leased to private broadcasters for their immediate role. If all the private broadcasters could go to get the land, erect building, transmitter, tower, purchase it, install it, it would have taken a very, very long time. Since there were future plans to continue auctioning the spectrum, there was an opportunity to earn about 33,000 crores by Government of India and about 200 crores by AIR Resources. AIR Resources was quick to see the opportunity and decided to sign agreements with all the broadcasters. I remember there was a meeting in Ministry of Information Broadcasting with Madam Sushma Swaraj in chair, attended by all the top officers of Ministry of INB, CEO Prasar Bharati, Head AIR Resources, and all the private broadcasters. All the terms and conditions for signing the agreement was discussed and agreed. Now, I would like to tell a very interesting anecdote. While coming out from Prasar Bharati, we were going down on lift in the Shastri Bhavan, and Shri Baijal asked me, Dr. Srivastav, when are you going to sign the agreements now? I told, I am going to USA for 2 weeks for inspecting some equipment. The file for vetting the clauses of the agreement has been sent to Law Ministry and it is available with the Attorney General. And I expect it to be cleared and all the agreement to be signed by 3rd week of December 2001. Mr. Baijal told that Madam wants it to be signed next week. So think of rescheduling your visit. You can go next week after signing of the agreements. Well, I agreed to this. And next day, I walked to the Ministry of Law, checked and found that the file was with one of the Assistant Attorney General of India. I went to his room, talked to his PS, sat on the sofa, waited for him to come. When he came, he wanted to know why I was sitting in his room. And I told, sir, some file for vetting has come from Ministry of INB and I want you to kindly clear it today. He was a bit annoyed. I told, I have got many other urgent files for the cases which are to be placed before Supreme Court tomorrow. So I have to clear those files first. What is the hurry to sign your agreement? This is, in any case, a small business with private broadcasters. I told, sir, I want you to vet this because the entire drafting has been done by me and I am not a legal person. I am a technical person and I want to learn from you if you do in my presence the mistakes that I might have committed in drafting. My answer amused him. He told, all right, wait for an hour, sit on the sofa, I will call you, let me first clear the most urgent files. I told, yes, very well, sir. And I sat on the sofa, waited for an hour or 1.5 hours. He cleared his urgent files and called me, now come and sit before me. And then he started examining class by class. And he started also giving me lessons about the nuances of the law while making agreement. It took about 2 hours and it was a great lesson and learning for me which I could not forget throughout my life. With all the terms, terminology and legalities having been corrected by the Law Ministry, the agreement was ready to be signed and thereafter I signed agreement with all the private broadcasters on December 8, 2001. and thereafter proceeded to USA, of course, with my tour having been shortened from 2 weeks to 1 week. After signing of this agreement, we continued to sign agreements with private broadcasters for various facilities that they needed, and it is continuing even today, which is a stream of earning, perhaps the most important earning for AIR resources and Prasar Bharati even today. Thank you very much.